Lindsay here with Nerd News Social over at DesignerCon. I'm with Kathie with Circus Posterus.
Hello.
Thanks for joining us today.
Thank you.
Can you tell us a little bit about your brand and where this name came from?
My husband and I kind of started off doing a collaborative workshop type of event, which slowly turned into being a collective, and that kind of went through a few different evolutions. And at this point, we're kind of a gallery called Stranger Factory, and we represent different artists, and we help them produce different types of merchandise and help develop their brand. And so we just take on different people that do handmade type of work, whether that be like 2D or 3D, people who produce toys, people who want to produce housewares. We just find different people that we think we mesh well with. We're primarily character driven, so we're a lot of mascots and illustration, and we're primarily just figurative type art, but it tends to be a lot of artists who do art toys and things that are generally toy related or like just small art object related.
A lot of the things I see here just look phenomenal. Do you go to them or do they come to you? How do you find these artists?
We're at the point that a lot of people just seek us out. My husband and I do travel a lot, and so whenever we're at a show and we see someone that kind of fits in with what we do, we try and pull them along into our world. And sometimes that's fun, and sometimes that scares people. But my husband and I do a lot, and so we have a lot of things going on at any given time. We're always working in animation. He works for a company called Meow Wolf in Santa Fe that produces like theme park type exhibitions for fine artists or fine artwork. I don't even know, that's probably a terrible way to describe it. But yeah, we just tend to see people that we like or we connect to. Typically it's through other artists. We get a lot of introductions of people that we already work with that think like, oh, you'd be a great fit for this other person. And so this type of event is good because I get to see everybody at one time, and so that works out well.
Are you picking up anyone else today at DesignerCon?
Today, I saw some of our regulars that we work with. There's a few people that I started talking to that I hope so, but we'll have to
see how that goes.
Yeah, do that separately. So
it seems like I can furnish my entire house with the types of things that you have here. Is there any, like you said, towels, coloring books,
sure,
custom figures, which you've already sold out actually on a couple of those.
Yeah, we've done. We do really well with our hand painted figures, and so those are things that go. This year we always try and do things that are not necessarily like fine art like paintings, but things that are a little bit more affordable. So we do a coloring book every year that is kind of like a sketch archive for all of the artists that we work with. And we did, hoodies this year. We do dish towels, do limited runs, things like that.
Can you turn around and show us the hoodie you're rocking today?
Oh, yeah, this is...
Oh, yeah.
It's based on a spirit board I designed, and so it's a little planchette on the side. And
it's fantastic. Can you tell me about this character that I see represented across a lot of mediums?
So, it's Calliope, my Calliope character. So it's kind of a long story. So Calliope is supposed to be Pestilence, one of the horsemen of the apocalypse, and she's also a tarot card reader. And so that's one of the properties my husband and I developed, which was based on apocalypse. I have a little bit of an apocalypse theme throughout my work. Yeah, and so she's my main character. So she's a jackalope. She wears this little suit, and so but she reads tarot cards. And so I've done a series of tarot sets. We did the spirit board. Just different ways that she's conjuring an apocalypse. So just your standard apocalypse, obviously. But yeah.
I love it. I love that theme. I think it draws a certain type of person, and even the people who don't know that it has to do with the apocalypse. I see people walking by.
I don't share that with everybody. That's just for special people. So.
I'm special. Thank you for that. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
So what other types of things do you see in the future? Like I said, you have so many different types of elements here.
We signed on with 1983. It's a company out of mainland China, and so we've been developing toys with them, and their factory is phenomenal. And so for the first time, we're having the ability to use different textures and techniques that for toys that we use for resin. And so that was not something that was possible before, where we can antique something to look like glass, and that's now possible with the small vinyl toys, which are more affordable to people. Obviously our handmade sculptures I can't sell for the same price that something's manufactured, and so but that's given us an opportunity to make more figures that I guess more true to what our regular work looks like, and so that's exciting for us. And let's see what else is happening next year. We have we're expanding our brand. We're bringing on a lot more artists that locally. One of the artists we're working with now, David Santiago, he's on the cover of our coloring book. Brant is on the other side. That's my husband that started the company with me, and so. But yeah, we're just doing same old. We're take on a bunch of artists, try and help them build a career, and so that's our regular.
You're like an artist angel. Like, I'm sure so many people would love to have
I don't know
someone
if
like
that's
you.
how people would describe me. No, I'm like the super type A OCD. Like, let's make you successful or you'll go crazy, and so that's which is what it takes to have a career as an artist. You have to be like working all the time and thinking about a million different things that haven't affected you yet. And so it's definitely the hardest way you could possibly decide to make a living. And so
why not start the hardest?
Yes, yeah. I mean, if you want to do the artist-musician combo, that's like a nice challenge. But yeah, people like to start off with just one thing.
And also, you're working with your husband. Can you tell us about how this relationship works in relation to the business?
Sure. Well, we both do very different things. I'm more of a broad strokes person, and he's more of the meticulous, detail-oriented person. And so we've worked together, several times. We worked for a company before that worked in animation and theme park design, and we basically started doing our own thing when we moved to New Mexico, and we opened Stranger Factory about a year after that. And so, yeah, we just kind of take on different things, and like he'll work with certain artists and I'll work with other artists, that it's just whoever we mesh with. And then we have a staff for all the things we don't want to do, and so everybody there is great, and so it just works out really well. And so yeah, we tend to work together on a lot of projects. We tend to finish each other's pieces when we're doing paintings and things like that. And so we do a lot of, most of our toys are collaborative. We both do engineering and things like that. And so everything is that when we just work with other artists for our Sufubi figures or our vinyl toys, that's something that we just I guess we balance out. We balance out really well.
It sounds like you're the dream team. That sounds amazing.
Sure.
So is there anything here at DesignerCon that is specifically created here for DesignerCon today?
Oh, for DesignerCon today, well, we did the coloring book, which is we try to do once a year, and it represents most of the artists we show. Brant did an edition of they were called Sugar Plum Astrobats. Those sold out right away. That's always the first thing to go. So those are the hand-painted Scooby toys. Let's see, what else did we do? We did a series of ceramic succulent cups. Those are handmade, just one of a kind. We did a small run of those. Everything we do, we try and do very low runs or just like one of a kind things that are just very, special things that aren't mass produced when we do events like this. When we do toys, that's something that everybody can buy. But yeah, when we do events like this, we try and do things that are just a little bit more intimate than that.
So where can people find you next? You're at DesignerCon today, this weekend.
They can always find us at our gallery at Stranger Factory in Albuquerque. They can find us online at strangerfactory.com or circusposterus.com. What else is next? Oh, you hit me. Yeah. Christmas. Our Christmas is like the big overwhelming thing that's coming up next. Christmas at the gallery. But yeah, we'll just be same old, just finishing every day. Painting more stuff. We don't have any big events coming up probably until summer of next year. Yeah.
So is this kind of a break for you, being able to be behind the table? Is it a little bit relaxing?
No, I'm still out there talking to all of our artists that we work with, and so no, it's not relaxing.
Working.
No, it's fun though. It's a lot of fun. So.
No, of course.
Yeah.
I love to hear it. It sounds like you guys are the dream team. Is there anything else you want to tell the audience?
No, just that we're here until tomorrow night, and so yeah, things are selling. So don't wait too long. And thank you.
All right, thank you so much.
Thanks.
This is Lindsay with Nerd News Social at DesignerCon. Thank you so much.
Thanks.
Bye.